Brittney Tillery. I am the head softball coach at Starkville High School. This is my first season, so I'm really excited. I actually played high school ball here from the 7th grade until my senior season. So I'm happy to be back at home, getting my team back on the road. When I was younger, I realized that I wanted to be a sports fanatic. I played basketball, played softball, ran track, all that good stuff. But my mom was 6 months pregnant with me when she stopped playing softball. So softball is technically in my DNA. All of my aunts and uncles played softball. So I think I've always had the passion for it. Softball has always been my go-to. It's my outlet. Coaching is my purpose. So I'm walking smack dab in the middle of my purpose.
What would be your style?
I think my style of coaching, I'm energetic. I like to have fun. I want to show them what energy looks like. I want to be the energy that they can adapt to. I think a lot of times practices start off a little bit gloomy, and so we just want to make sure that they see the energy. So if they see the energy, they feed off of it. I don't think that I emulate anyone. I think that I just spend more time being me. My personality comes out in my coaching every day because fun-loving Brittany is fun-loving, energetic Coach Tillery. So I try to be energetic. That's my style. Energetic, pumped up, ready to go. How do I keep them motivated and focused? It's simple. When you walked out there, you heard that music, right? Before they hit the dirt, before they hit the gate, before they hit a drill, they hear music. They hear something that's in there, what they hear every day, TikTok, Snapchat, all that good stuff, they hear it. I turn on music, I turn on jams, and that way it sets the tone for how practice should be. I think a lot of times they try to figure out, is practice going to be hard? Is it going to be tough? But when they hear that music, they start moving and stuff, so they're excited and it makes them move, and they forget that they're at practice. They think they're at a party, a teenage party, and that's what I want them to do. I want to see their personalities just like they want to see mine. So we have music playing the whole entire practice. My off-season expectations for my players are to just get better mentally. I think they think so much about their physical part, they forget that it takes your mind to be able to play the game. And that way you're kind of in control when you're able to allow your mind to play the game for you, and then your body will follow your mind. So usually in the off season, we spend a lot of time talking softball instead of actually doing softball. This being my first season, in the summer, we're going to spend more time doing clinics and a lot of like one-on-ones or two-on-twos, just so we can spend more time dialing in on what softball is, learning softball, being students of the game. And then when it's time to, when it's season time, they're like, bam, I remember we talked about it. Bam, I remember we did this. I saw this. So I want us to be students of the game during the off season. And I'm a student too. I have a lot of coaching friends that I call and we talk softball. I'm actually gonna bring a lot of my friends in this summer to kind of help, bring the area into, clinic mode, mental mode of softball instead of so much just playing. Let's do some sitting down and talk about some softball. Let's do some mental softball.
It's a new day at MaxxSouth. We are excited to share some great news. In our continued effort to support Mississippi businesses, MaxxSouth is now offering local advertising support. Through high-quality programming, we combine traditional television and premium digital advertising, allowing your multimedia campaign to reach your targeted audience at any time on any device. Call MaxxSouth Media Sales today at 662-701-8628.
That crate right there should come up here to Mouse. Mouse, how many balls you have in your crate, in your bucket? That needs to come up here. Okay.
So the attributes of my team are, we're athletic. I think moving back here and being the head coach of this team, the one thing that I could remember when I would hear about the program and its direction that was going is that, Coach, they're athletic. And I think their athleticism, it's what, scares teams. They are very, very, very competitive. They are happy to just be out there. This morning, they had practice this morning at 9:30 a.m. When they hit the field, they were ready to go. They set up practice. They make sure it's all put together. They're willing to do what I asked them to do. It's not a tug of war. They made my transition so much better than I thought it would be. I thought that they were going to hate me. And no, they talk to me. They show up every day. And they make me want to show up every day. The challenges are not really challenges for me. I think I have a personal challenge. I walked into a situation where, I grew up here, but they really didn't know me, and they really still don't know me, but they're getting to know, they're getting to know me and knowing my heart. And, sometimes when you coach other places, your reputation precedes you, it goes before you. And I just want people to see me or these girls, because I don't care what the world says about me. My job is to touch lives. So I just want them to be able to see me. And I think that's the only challenge, them getting to know me and me getting to know them. My overall outlook for this season is growth. Knowing that we don't look the same as we did game one. Every day you have another day to get it right. Because that's my mantra. Like, you get another day to get it right. Same with softball. Every day you get another day to get better. So use those opportunities. You strike out all 3 at bats. The first game, game 5, you may strike out 1. It's learning. And I want to see growth. I want to know that the seeds that we're planting, they're starting to sprout. And I think that's what they have to learn to understand too. New coach doesn't necessarily mean, bam, we go straight to winning. No, it means little by bit, bit by bit, I'm getting better. I'm starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's not going to be shining bright, but it's going to be peeking out just a little bit. So that's what I want them to understand. I think a lot of teams, when they're preparing for Starkville, they think that we're scrappy. This team, they're going to hit and run, and if you let them get ahead of you, and if they grab the energy, they're going to keep it, But now they're the scrappy team with some fundamentals mixed in there. Now they're a scrappy team with a little bit of grit. Now they know how to fight the right way. And not saying they fought the wrong way, but they know how to fight a better way. They know how to fight the Coach Tillery way. Our biggest rival, this may sound really, it could go 2 ways. It can sound really arrogant or really good. Everybody that you step on the field with in the other dugout, especially when you're a program that's rebuilding, is a rival. Because everybody has in their mind who you were, who you used to be. They know the team that they played against. They don't know the team you are now. And they don't know the strategy that you have now, the new strategies that you've learned. And I said, everybody that puts on a jersey that doesn't say Jackets in front of it, or on top of it, or behind it, or around it, or don't have that, that jacket in front of it, the actual mascot, that's a rival. Because, we're on a tour. We're on a get our lick back tour. All those teams that thought that they could just walk all over you, you're not that team no more. So everybody that's in that other dugout that has on a different jersey, they're your rivals. I love to watch softball. You can ask my coworkers. I sit at my table at work and turn on softball. I can watch anybody. Like, I love to watch some competitive softball. All in all, I love watching softball. Oklahoma, I love their energy. Florida State, Florida. Let's talk about some lower conference. I love McNeese. I love the way they carry themselves. I love their swag. UCLA, Texas. I love the small ball. I love softball. And so if there's a game on, I'm watching it and I'm making everybody around me, quiet down. There's some softball on. Game day now. What does game day mean to me? That's a good question. I think for a long time, game day was about business. I made it to where I was so focused on the business of game day, and I forgot that I was that kid that got to put on her pants and her socks and her jersey and, you know, and put on a glove and go out there. And so every day now, I try to remember that feeling. So game day for me now is about passion and love and growth and teaching and like seeing the look on a kid's face when she gets it. There's nothing better than seeing a look on one of your players' face when she has been struggling with something and all of a sudden she gets that big hit, or not even a big hit, a hit. And that's more rewarding than, you know, everybody wants to win, but that's a win for me, you know. And I think that, you know, the older I've gotten in coaching, not in age, but in coaching, I've learned that those are the days that you need to hold dear to. You know, game day is you know, yes, it's business. Yeah, you know, hey, we got a game today, we want to win, blah, blah, blah. But I think that it's more important to remember how it made you feel. I was a player. So, you know, you remember that it made you feel happy and you get to walk around school in your softball stuff and you get to be prideful about it. And that's what I want. I want every day to feel like I'm prideful about what I'm doing and about my program and about the growth of it and the elevation of it.
Okay, so if it's not working within the realms of our zone, we're not swinging. We have to do a better job of being more disciplined at the plate, okay? And if you fail, it's on me. It's not on you because you have learned, or it's on coach because you have learned that that's not in the zone. Coach told me not to swing at a pitch that's in my eye. She told me to stay in the zone, okay?
What I think makes a good high school softball coach. You have to remember that you're not a coach first. I'm a woman first. I'm Brittany first. So I have to make sure that they see an example in me first. And if they see the example, they'll follow suit. So if they see me doing wild things or, you know, not handling my business, I can expect them to handle their business. I think that we have to make sure that we're instilling in these kids teamwork, effort, what it takes to be a leader, and not just a vocal leader, but a physical leader, and what it takes to get yourself out of a hole, and, you know, having somebody you can lean on when you're still stuck in that hole, and, you know, using your life experiences to help each one. And you know, you have to remember too, you're not gonna reach, I have 35 athletes. I'm not gonna reach all 35, but if I reach one, I have done my job. I have fulfilled my purpose, and this is my ministry. You know, I had to realize that, you know, I didn't realize that 10 years ago, 5 years ago, not even a year ago. Up until about 6 months ago, I realized, you know, this is my ministry. This is what God wants me to do. So if God wants me to do it, then that's who I'm doing it for. I'm not doing it for me or even them. I'm doing it for Him. I'm doing it to serve them. And in serving them, I'm glorifying Him. And that's what I want to do, you know, and that's what I want to do as a coach. I want to make sure that Brittany is able to, you know, show herself through those Coach Tillery moments.